My name is Stef Becker. I'm the founder of PPC University, and I am the owner and CEO of a boutique agency called My Internet Marketing, located here in Montreal, our beautiful Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So, today's live stream topic, let me quickly show you, as it shows on my my live stream on my YouTube channel, is how to become a digital marketer, and specifically, how do you choose the specialty that's right for you? So the way I would like to organize this live stream is as follows. First of all, I'm going to present to you a little bit of my own path, how I started as a digital marketer. And that gives you some ideas, actually, of one possibility in terms of commencing your adventure, if that is of interest to you in becoming a digital marketing specialist. I'm going to take approximately 20 minutes of your time to run through the different possibilities, run through the different types of digital marketing, because when we mention digital marketing, it's actually 7 subsets, 7 types of digital marketing. And in order to understand which specialty to choose or which type of marketing to choose, well, we have to dig in to a little bit of each of those different specialties. We will end after the 20 minutes, probably 20 minutes or 25 minutes. I'll open the floor to questions and answers. So whenever you see, or when you hear me talk about something that may be of interest to you, and you have questions, please don't hesitate to add those comments to wherever you are, because this is streaming live on YouTube, on Facebook, and Twitter at the same time. And all the questions, all the comments that you may have to what I'm presenting appear on my screen here. I should be able to answer those questions if there's something that you'd like me to answer right on the spot. So before I dig into the details, let me first explain to you who I believe this live stream is for. I personally believe that there are 4 specific types of people that may be interested in knowing how to become a digital marketer and how to choose a specialty out of those 7 that may be of interest to you. So one type of people or person that may be interested in learning more about this are people who are already doing some sort of digital marketing, and most often without even knowing that that's some form of digital marketing already. Let me give you an example. Maybe you have helped a friend write content for a website. Maybe you've gone a step further and have done Facebook ads. Maybe you have even optimized web pages, search engine optimization. Maybe you've helped a friend manage an online community on Facebook, which is a big word for answering questions that came on this group. So a lot of us actually who are gravitating around the field of digital marketing, without being a digital marketer per se, have already more or less done some sort of activities, tasks, applied methods, and used tools that are quite directly related to digital marketing. So if that's your case, obviously, the option of considering digital marketing as a career choice is a very real one, because if you've done something like this already, and obviously you liked what you were doing at that time, because that's obviously a given, you have to like what you do before you consider making it a career choice, then there is a fair chance that what I will be presenting tonight will be of interest to you. The second type of people that I believe may be quite interested in knowing how I came to become a digital marketer is people who have played with the idea of working from home. I mean, we have been, and we still are in a pandemic, and lots of us have been working from home, have been forced to work from home. And for some of us, that has been not such a nice experience. And for others, they just discovered a whole new world of possibilities working from home. So for those of you who liked the experience working from home and are considering to look into options that are out there of continuing that experience, well, I may have something to tell you in terms of specifically digital marketing. If you've never thought about digital marketing before, but I believe that's where I will be describing a little bit how I came to become a digital marketer working from home. It's actually more than digital marketer. I have my agency that I'm running from home, and this, by the way, is my home office. So I'm doing this, and I have been doing this for about 12 years now. So, but if you've been playing with the idea of working from home, and even if you've done something completely differently so far, like nothing related. You've been working in printing. You've been working in managing people in whatever type of work, something not related to digital marketing. If for whatever reason something makes you think that work related to the different fields of digital marketing, different topics, the different themes, related to digital marketing could be of interest to you, then please stick with me, because I will explain each of those 7 types, and you may discover one or the other that may be of interest to you. So the third type of people that I believe that may be benefiting from understanding how I became a Google certified digital marketer, and to know whether or not it's something that they could consider for themselves, are very simply people who have either lost their jobs, so you're unemployed at the current time, or you have been forced to change job because your existing job before the pandemic or during the pandemic just was no longer available, and you had to find a solution, and you're doing something different today. But that something is not necessarily something you like to do. So for those people who are looking at a career change or are interested in a career change, and obviously for those who have lost their job and are still like trying to figure out what's next, well, digital marketing could be a career choice of interest to you. So hang on, I'll explain to you what this entails and how I got there, so that you may understand whether or not it's of interest to you. A fourth group actually now, that of people that may be interested in exploring possibilities to become a digital marketer, are people who like the idea to travel and work at the same time. Let me explain. The term that's related to this type of activity, it's rather a lifestyle, let's say. It's the digital nomad, right? So people that just like to, maybe you've a desire to discover the world once we are able to take the airplane again, because that's not yet the case here in Canada. At least there are big restrictions on traveling around. But maybe that's something that's of interest to you. Maybe you would like to, instead of working and putting money aside, to do 1 or 2 trips a year, maybe you're interested in doing trips all the time and just like stay there and continue working. Well, digital marketing is incredibly well adapted to this type of lifestyle. And to be quite honest with you, that's how I started digital marketing myself. So when I started 12 years or 12, 13 years ago, I was actually a scuba diving instructor and marine biologist, and I was teaching coral reef ecology in scuba dive centers across the Caribbean. So at that time, I had a different business, and my business was to have an online course and in-person teaching in dive centers across the Caribbean. So basically what this means is that I was teaching coral reef ecology to scuba divers in dive centers, so that they in turn could make the scuba diving for their clients more interesting. Basically, I showed them what to look for on the coral reef, what to explain to clients, and I opened pretty much the ecosystem to their understanding, because they just saw a little beautiful fish and sometimes didn't even know the names of the fish. So I opened up that universe for them, and they were quite happy to do that. And while I was doing that, one of the dive centers, well, let me take one step back. During that time when I had this business, it was called Beautiful Oceans. I did my first Google AdWords campaigns. So Google ads on Google were called Google AdWords at that time. Today it's Google Ads. But I did already a few Google ads at that time for this business, Beautiful Oceans. And one of the dive centers knew about that because that's something he came across when I was traveling the Caribbean. And he was asking me, hey, Stef, I know that you were able to do Google Ads. And at that time, it was pretty new still, right? So, and he was asking me, could you, like, this looks really interesting because when I was looking something up, you popped up with this Beautiful Ocean thing. Do you think you could do something for me for my dive center? Do you think it's possible to use this to attract clients to my dive center, scuba diving clients? And I said, yeah, of course, why not? I mean, it's just a question of targeting the right keywords and to write an ad that appeals to clients, potential clients, so that they click on the ad and then call you up, send you an email, inquire about the dive center and the location. And that was in the Cayman Islands, by the way. And so this dive center had a specialty. They were diving with stingrays, which is quite exciting. And they were like literally swimming up to you, stingrays coming up to you. Normally you're afraid because they have this dart, the poisonous dart. You've got to be careful to not like exciting them too much. But anyway, they're as docile as a dog swimming up to you and wanting to be fed. Anyway, it was quite spectacular. So I wrote this for a first ad and it worked. You know, it took 2 hours basically. Once I wrote the ad. It takes Google is pretty much immediate, right? When you write Google ads, they show up, people see them because they're searching for specific services or products, and they see something of interest, they call or send an email. So this is what happened. 2 hours later, after I put these ads, the first ads online, the phone started ringing. Not hell-bent because we put a small budget on it, obviously, but he was surprised how quickly it went, how quickly he got these calls. And from there, obviously, he invested more money. He wanted me to take care of his Google Ads campaigns. And then another dive center asked me the same question. And lo and behold, 2, 3, 4 weeks later, I said to myself, wait a minute. This Beautiful Oceans thing is quite difficult from Canada. It's far away. I had to take the plane each time to train a dive center. So it was quite cost intensive. And then I said to myself, wait a minute, maybe there is something to do, not just here in the Caribbean, but maybe back home, Montreal. So that's basically how I started PPC ads, like pay-per-click ads, it's called. And so long story short, if you have a desire of traveling and working, that's completely feasible with becoming a digital marketer, because I started this way and it's pretty easy actually to do. And interestingly enough, funnily enough, when I was preparing this yesterday, I was coming across an article on the BBC, and I want to show you this article. It's quite surprising, and it is an article that talks about Malta. So this is Malta. For those of you who don't know Malta, Malta is located in Europe, in the south tip of Italy. And imagine that Malta is trying now to attract digital nomads. Like, there are literally ads now to try and attract digital marketers, Facebook managers, whatever can be done remotely. Malta is very eager to attract those people, and they make it easy for people to come to Malta. Malta is Europe, not easy for Americans, Canadians, or whatever other citizen to come into Europe and work. It's actually not possible in any of the European countries. You need to be an immigrant. They have to have an immigrant status as well. Malta, as you see here on the screen, what they did is they literally launched a nomad residence permit. So in other words, it's like a no-brainer to travel and work at the same time if that's what you'd like to do, because countries like Malta open their doors and make it easy for you to actually go there and travel. I think there is a limit, a minimum budget that you need to generate on a monthly basis to get that permit. And I think it was 2,700 euros. So you still need to make a little bit of money and need probably to prove to Malta that that's the amount of money you make. But That's not rocket science to get to that number. That's not difficult once you understand how this works. But anyway, let's go back to where we were. So these are the 4 types of people that I really believe. There are more, but these are the 4 core people that I think that would be interested in becoming digital marketers. Now, let me quickly explain to you what the different types of digital marketing, which types of digital marketing are out there, because we all talk about digital marketing and then we know that there's so much stuff. There's search engine optimization, there's PPC, there's social media, there is email marketing, and that's the case. So there is 7 different types of digital marketing, and you can specialize in each of those types. You don't need to know it all. And by the way, nobody knows them all. Forget about this notion that digital marketing need to cover everything. Doesn't exist. I am specializing in PPC advertising, but I know much more than PPC advertising now, because once you've got an agency, you offer several services, more than one services. So what we are doing now is we do PPC advertising, PPC marketing. We do content marketing. So we're writing articles for our clients and optimize them for their websites. We do email marketing, and we do social media marketing. So these are the main types that we do in our agency. But you also have other areas such as influencer marketing, which is becoming bigger and bigger by the day. Influencer marketing being people who go live on a regular basis with content that is well researched, or on gaming platforms where they entertain a certain amount of people that like these type of games, and by doing so they become influencer, which means they're becoming recognized as a specialist on that gaming platform or on that specific topic they're talking about. And then their revenue model is that basically the more people that are watching their streams, the more advertising revenue comes into their pocket, because YouTube and other channels add ads to their live streams, and that's how they get paid. So influencer marketing is one that I didn't mention yet. And then you also have affiliate marketing, which is a specific type of marketing where you actually do not develop a specific product or service, but rather you sell the products and the services of someone else. You're an affiliate marketer, meaning you promote the products of somebody else, and when somebody you have promoted that product to is purchasing that product, you're getting a percentage of that sale. That's basically how affiliate marketers pay themselves. So long story short, let me quickly run through those 7 types of digital marketing. And by the way, if you've got questions, please, again, feel free to add them to your comment box wherever you are, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, so that I can see them on my screen and answer them live if they are pertinent to what I'm saying, presenting here. And also know that very quickly, before I dive into the details of each of those areas very quickly, we are preparing currently a 5-day challenge, which will go live probably in early December, where we will help people like you, if digital marketing, becoming a digital marketer is of interest to you, where we help people like you calculate, figure out what your freedom number is. So your freedom number basically is the number that would allow you to ditch your 9-to-5, ditch your job, ditch your employment, and work for yourself from home. And there are a few calculations, easy calculations related to that, and it's a 5-step process. That's why it's a 5-day challenge, where we will help you figure out your freedom number. And the freedom number is into big steps. Well, the first step is really like attaining the revenue that allows you to leave your job and to start working for yourself, to become your own boss, working from home. And the second number, a very important number too, is the number that would allow you to live the lifestyle that you'd like to have for yourself and for those that you love, if you have a family, for example. And a lifestyle business, a lifestyle objective is different than what you have today. Obviously, it should be much, once you start to become your own boss, you should be reaching higher in terms of revenue. And a lifestyle implies having the possibility to have several times travel, annual vacation with your entire family, buying a house if you don't are yet a house owner, buying a nice car, whatever you consider being a desirable lifestyle would be covered with this second freedom number. And this 5-day challenge that we will be launching will explain to you how to do this. And by the end of those 5 days, you have your both of your freedom numbers and you know how to do this. So I'm mentioning this to entice you to sign up to this live stream, because that's where I will be advertising or telling people to actually sign up for this 5-day challenge. And the way you do this is on our website. You see here is our website. You have here live stream with a red dot, and when you click on this, you have here a sign up form. So this is where you would sign up, so that I can reach you and tell you when we go live with the 5-day challenge. And after this 5-day challenge, there are other things like a 30-day bootcamp that will be launched as well. Long story short, I did just want very quickly take 2 minutes of your time to explain to you how to keep in touch with me so that you're actually informed about those challenges. There are also prizes to win. There's a contest related to it, etc. So long story short, let's dive into this. Oh my goodness, we have spent already 20 minutes. So let me quickly dive into those 7 areas so that you understand more or less what they are entailing in terms of digital marketing. And just know that at the end of this live stream, in the next 24 to 48 hours, I will put an in-depth article of the things that I was not able to explain today live. It will be put online on our website with all the links, all the tools that I suggest, all the method and the step-by-step approach that I'm talking about. All that will be detailed in a very, very long article, actually, for those of you who are really interested in diving deeper into this. So pay-per-click marketing, the first type of marketing. That's something for people who, well, first of all, what is it? Pay-per-click marketing are the ads that you see on Google when you do a search, and the ads that appear on Facebook that are related to a specific interest that you may have. So that's called PPC marketing. PPC because pay per click. Whenever you click on an ad like this, the advertiser has to pay an amount to Google or to Facebook. So PPC, I always considered PPC being the foundational type of digital marketing. On PPC University, I teach students that if you want to start in digital marketing, if you have the choice between social media marketing, Facebook marketing, so social media marketing, search engine optimization, content marketing, which is writing content for websites and optimizing them, affiliate marketing, influencer marketing, email marketing, I always recommend to start with PPC. And the reason for this is very simple. When you're starting out, the thing most clients are asking you or having doubts about in the very beginning is your qualifications, because you're just beginning. And when I started out, that's what I encountered with clients, potential clients that I met first. The first question, or one of the very first questions was always, how long have you been doing this? Do you know what you're doing? Do you have some sort of certification? Whatever. The question was always like, who am I talking to? Does he actually know what he's doing? Like, if I pay this person, does he know how to do PPC ads? So that was about for 2 or 3 months. That happened over and over again. And that was the moment where I decided to become Google certified. That was when Google came out with the certification. And I took the certification not so much to learn Google ads, because you don't really learn how to do Google ads with a certification, but I took it to have something to show to clients that were asking me that question. And when I became Google certified and I added Google certified specialist on my website, those questions went away. So for me, it was important at that point in time to win clients. It became much easier once I was Google certified. for me today, I don't need to be Google certified, really, but I mean, we are on our website. We are even an official Google partner, and I guess it plays into when clients say yes to our propositions. But it's I believe something that's important for somebody who just starts out. If you can put something like this on your business card that you give out or on your website when you approach people, because they will always go back to something they can read about you. It's good. I would even say necessary as a beginner to have that on your website. The second reason why I always recommend to start with PPC advertising first, PPC marketing, is that Google ads are pretty much at the very beginning of anything related to digital marketing. They were there in the very beginning. In the year 2000, Google digital marketing was still very much the beginning, and Google started with Google Ads. And what Google did is they focused everything on the importance of keywords, how you target keywords to make ads appear. Well, guess what? Keywords up to this day, or key phrases, if it's several keywords put together, are still the foundation of most, if not all, types of digital marketing. You can talk to anyone doing search engine optimization and ask him, are keywords important? He will look you with a big question mark in his face. And what do you mean keywords are they important? They are my bread and butter. Because you have to optimize content on websites using key phrases. And you need to know how to optimize that. So the knowledge around keywords is very important. And the very basic foundational knowledge when it comes to keywords comes from Google Ads. The same is the case for social media marketing. If in social media marketing, you don't know what words to use when you write your post title and your post article, then you don't trigger the right action to the customers or the consumers or the participants or the viewers you're trying to reach. It's very important to use the right words to writing those posts and to design those banners. Email marketing, the very same thing. Email marketing starts with what? It doesn't start with the email. The email marketing or the success of email marketing starts with the subject line. If you don't open that email, nothing will happen. The email can be as beautiful written as you want. It can be designed in an incredible way with the links and everything. There's a video explainer. If nobody clicks on that link to open that email, nothing happens. And guess what? The subject line of an email in an email marketing campaign depends to a very large extent on the way this subject line has been written. And that includes key phrases, the trigger words that will a person make to open that email. So long story short, that's one of the reasons, by the way, why PPC University was born, because I realized very early on that if I wanted to help people become Google certified digital marketers or become digital marketers, short, the best way is the way that I realized for myself, and that's becoming a Google certified digital marketer first. And that doesn't prevent you from doing all the rest, because look at me today. I started with PPC, I started with Google Ads, but today I'm doing social media marketing, I'm doing SEO, I'm doing email marketing, we do content marketing, but it all started with PPC. It was the easiest way to put our foot in the door. And it's to this day, the knowledge I gained by doing the certifications with Google opened the understanding of all those other areas. It was much easier. So long story short, again, email marketing, pay-per-click marketing is really the foundation of, I believe, of digital marketing. And it's the easiest way to get your foot into the door and then add services. Because once you have a client that likes what you do with PPC, guess what? They will always ask you, I know you know keywords, but because you know keywords, you can do Facebook ads. No, you can do search engine optimization. You know keywords, and that's how it happened. That's how my own clients asked me little by little to add more service, and that's how my agency really started. So it all started with PPC. Long story short, the second type is search engine optimization. And I purposely went a little bit more in detail with PPC, because you will now see how this trickles through all the other areas of the other types of digital marketing. So search engine optimization, I already explained. It cannot live without the knowledge of keywords. There are different tool sets. There are different skill sets to be developed to do search engine optimization. Don't get me wrong. It's not because you know PPC that you know how to do search engine optimization. But it makes it a lot easier once you understand how keywords work and how Google algorithm makes pages and websites appear on Google, because that's related to how you optimize pages. Search engine optimization. It comes back to the same entity, Google, right? And that's how they started, search engine and Google Ads. The third one, social media marketing. So if you're a type who likes to communicate, you like to you like to write posts, communicate with people when they leave comments, answer those comments. If you like to strategize around an idea how to use social media to achieve a marketing branding objective. So in short, if you're more the visual creative guy, then Facebook marketing or social media marketing is maybe more adapted to you, or it's something that you may find it easier to apply and to like as a digital marketer. But again, as I said earlier, PPC is pretty much prevalent in all those areas. The fourth type, content marketing. Content marketing breathes keywords. Just to show you my screen that I have in front of me, because today I've been working on this article, I can share this with you very quickly. I'm using here a tool that's called Market Muse, and I'm writing an article for our website, which is what I'm presenting today, how to become a PPC marketer, right? This is a very, very long article, and it has been optimized by using the keywords that are important for this article to appear on Google. So here on my right-hand side, I have all the keywords, their appearance in my article, and the suggestion by this tool how many times this keyword should appear. So you see, I'm a PPC marketer, but I'm entrenched in search engine optimization pretty much all the time. Whenever I do even this live stream, the title for the live streams have to be chosen by keeping keywords in mind. The fifth type, email marketing. I just talked about it a little bit earlier. Email marketing, you cannot dissociate email marketing with the knowledge of knowing how to write an email by using the keywords or the key phrases that trigger an action from the user. Email marketing, the only purpose for email marketing is to have people take a specific action that the email marketer wants them to take. Downloading a PDF, making a purchase, signing up for a live stream. Whatever the objective is, an email marketer depends on the keywords, the trigger words that he needs to use in his emails and in the subject line to achieve the objective that he'd like to achieve. Number 6, influencer marketing. That's a little different beast, because influencer marketing is not so much related to PPC, SEO, whatever. It's more like the entire sphere of digital marketing is required to make yourself become visible as an influencer, because now you depend on visibility. An influencer needs high numbers of people watching him, listening to him, or reading him in order to generate his revenue. So obviously he needs to know about search engine optimization, which leads back again to the knowledge of keywords, which is at the basis PPC, pay-per-click marketing. And lastly, we have affiliate marketing. That's again like the influencer marketing. You don't offer a service as a digital marketer, but it's very much related, and it is digital marketing really, because if you're selling other people's product, well, again, you need to make yourself visible of having that product to sell. So you need to develop, for example, a subject or a topic that is in relationship to that product or that service that you'd like to sell as an affiliate marketer, to then interest those people, then introduce that service. By the way, I have this, it's going live next week, and if you do it with me, you get 10% off or whatever, and he's being paid 40%, so he's got a benefit of a profit of 30%. So he too needs to attract people into his channel, and that works again with the knowledge of search engine optimization, PPC marketing. So I do not want to go further in detail into each of those areas of digital marketing. I just hope that I could open at least some doors of understanding when it comes to those 7 different types of digital marketing. Please keep in mind that I will have an article which goes very much in depth to each of those types of marketing. In the article that will be posted, I will explain precisely what each type is, what it does, how to become a specialist in that area will be explained in the article. And I will even introduce the typical tools that a digital marketer in that specific area would use and why. So please do visit, please do sign up first of all, I should say, for this, for my live stream, so that you know actually when these articles will be posted. And the next live streams will go more into depth about each of those specific areas to help you better understand how to start the career path of digital marketing, if that's something that would be of interest to you. So I spoke way longer than I wanted to. And so far, I don't see a comment, at least not in this box, which is my YouTube box. I have no direct access to my Twitter box, my Facebook box. So I will check them tomorrow and answer questions if there were any. But other than that, this will be put online on YouTube as well, and you will be able to leave comments at that point in time. Other than that, you will find my contact information also on YouTube and on my Facebook channels and on my Twitter channel. So please do not hesitate to get back to me, ask your questions. And until then, I thank you very much for watching. And I say until next week for my next live stream at the same day and at the same time. Have a nice evening, nice morning, depending where you are. And I talk to you soon.